Going on, guys? Good morning. I always do that shit. Why it always comes through the other audio in the beginning. Well, it looks like ES finally tapped that 67 or no 76.32 level, right? Tapped it last night. What's going on? We can reclaim 76. 76 is our pivot. So over 7,600 should go retest that 76.32. Once again, if we reject 7,600, we could look for a move back down to 75.40, kind of the same range that we've been talking about for the past week or so. SPY looks like she's about to reclaim 754. For 754, we got 760. We reject 754. We could look to hold 749, take longs back up. 749 fails, we could look to take shorts down to 744. So in this little range, I'm still biased long off the 749. QQQ, same thing. As long as we hold this 697, bias long to 722. Over 722, I like 735 to 737 supply zone. Only way I'm bearish on Qs is if we break to 697. We could look to take this to 667. And for NQ, as we've been talking about, I really want to see this 30,000 reclaim. As long as we hold this 29,107, we could look to try some longs back up to 30K and play the range. If 29,107 fails, we could look to take this down to 28,640. For TP1, TP2 would be 27,963. I'd like to see NQ reclaim 30,000. Over 30,000, we could see 325 and then 609. So I'm more bullish if NQ does reclaim 30,000, but if we can bounce off this 29,107, we could look to play this range as of right now. You guys have any questions? Break down some tech real quick. So Meta reclaimed this 681 we talked about. This big window from 623 to 681. Over 681, you can see 700 for a retest. If you fail 681, we could look to come back down to 623. Amazon reclaimed 250. Now we can see 258 retest. Apple's just making new all-time highs. So the next pullback would be 317. 317 can hold. You can look for longs off 317 back to 328. Nvidia, as long as you hold 200, you can see 212. Over 212, you can see 218. And Microsoft actually reclaimed this massive window we talked about, this 366 to 396. Reclaim this whole range. So now over 396, you can see 425. 396 starts to fade out. You can look to target that 366 if the market does start selling off. And Tesla is still showing weakness compared to the market. It can't break that 401, so it's stuck between 384 and 401. Over 401, you could see 414. Under 384, you could see 373. You guys have any questions? I do like the longs down here off the 15-minute. Want to wait till open. All right, trying to engulf this whole thing. We're right at this value area low. Ideally, I'd like to see this like 90 retest right around here. Retest and hold. I'd look to take longs up if we can. Where's North Shore at? These longs are looking nice. Thank you. You like that new layout? It's finally done. When I was telling you guys about. Professional. 70, we're rejecting this value area low. I want to see that 90, 91, somewhere down here hold. This would be ideal where all this volume is. A retest of this, a hold, we could look to take it up. They really bought this thing up yesterday too. I don't know if you guys saw after that big sell-off. Came down to that 770 we were talking about. We had 88 and then 770, 75.70, and then we had 75.40. Hit the 70 and just bounced. Ran up. Retest, right? We pushed up, retested the value area low, held, and then ran once again. I think I literally had 32 to a T. Even if you watch yesterday's video, I think because I didn't change anything. 76.32. Like to a T. Now he's front one. I would have probably did like 30. 76.30, 76.29. We got I think it's pending home sales at 10. Keep that in mind. About 3 minutes to the market open. These longs look so freaking nice. Notice when I wait and then it pops at open and I don't get the entry. I almost want to take it right here, but I notice when I take the long, it flushes, gives me the entry. Big Vin. Six. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We could reject right here. I want to see this make a lower high. Or a higher low. I don't know why. I can't remember. So we got this little equal low right here. We got an established low. I would like to see a retest right here. Right? This could be higher low. Like to see a pullback here, hold. If we do hold, I like the longs back up. Otherwise, we're just going to come back down, do like a triple bottom, 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 or we'll just break this low and continue down. So we got to see how it plays out. Those are kind of the scenarios for the day. About 10 seconds to open, guys. I mean, I do like these freaking longs, man. Yeah, exactly. It's so beat. The hourly just looks so nice. It engulfed the whole thing. I just don't want to see if they sweep it. So ideally, I want like a 90 entry. That'd be more low risk. It's probably just gonna run. I'm gonna have to try to find a pullback. Give us that 90. Come on. We're looking for like right around here. We're looking for this to hold. That's why you don't chase. This could be it as well. Yeah, how's it? It's going to 14. 76.14. I just wanted some type of pullback. NQ's almost retesting VWAP at 584. ES is basically there right now. You guys see this? You want to see basically VWAP get broken through. Same with NQ, right? We want to reclaim this VWAP on both. Right now we could reject and come back down. That's what we're looking for. Rejection back down to 80, and if we could hold, we could take those longs or 90s. See that negative delta printing? See how it's getting absorbed up there? They flip this whole hourly candle. That will be freaking disgusting. I tried the footprint chart on there for you guys too. Tried to add that so you guys can kind of watch. You don't have multiple screens. NQ's rejecting hard. Just like yesterday. NQ was, I mean, ES is following now. ES rejected that VWAP, that 7600, and NQ didn't even reach it. So NQ's showing more weakness, right? NQ didn't even get to retest VWAP. So it's definitely a little weaker. Go back, see what Tech's doing real quick. Yeah, Tech's getting worked. Tesla's retesting that 384. Meta lost that 681. The 681 break was the short. Amazon rejected 258. We pushed up, rejected. Apple So do you want to see 317 for Apple? Still got ways down. Tesla close to that 384. Microsoft's retesting this 396 demand zone, and Nvidia is rejecting 212. So ideally, we're probably going to push a little further. There's that 90 that I wanted. If it blows through this, it's the longs are shot. They look shot anyway. But this is ideally, if we do base out, it would be right around here. This 90 or this equal low down here at 80. Yeah, 600 shorts was solid. I mean, right now, everything's showcasing weakness. And here's that 88. Like I said, this could be the long, possibly. Remember, there's news at 10. 10 o'clock, we got home sales. And popped to 93 that fast. So at that 88 to 90, this could have been it. So on the hourly, it looks like a retest, right? Sold off. Here's at 7,600. And we retested at open and it failed. So ideally, I do like the shorts, right? 76 is that pivot. But right here, you got a good amount of volume. Broke down. We retested. I don't know if you guys can see the wick because the delta. We retested right here, rejected immediately, and pushed further down. So it's like a break and retest to the downside, right? Broke the level, retested the zone, failed it. Now we should continue. Something to keep in mind, right? Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if you just get the full push down today to that 75.40. Go back and see what Tech's doing. She's trying to hold these demand zones. NQ looks weak as anything. If you're still in the shorts, you could try to target this 80, this low pre-market low. Most likely going to get it. I wouldn't be surprised. You had 80.5. You guys see the footprint chart, just negative delta printing. This 88 is strong, huh? Back to another choppy session. Just like yesterday. Starts looking super bearish. Then they buy it up. Then it looks bullish. And then they start rejecting it. If you still have that 76 entry, I would just hold it. Put your stop at break even for those runners. NQ looks shot. This is just like yesterday. NQ looked weak, and then ES like wouldn't push or wouldn't break down. At least NQ and ES are kind of correlating today. NQ is just weaker. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this lower day to break out. Yeah, you see the bubbles? See how they're getting bigger? See if it gets absorbed right here. This overnight low, or pre-market low, I should say. Yeah, the hourly rejected 7,600. That was literally the pivot. Over 76 was long, under 76 was short. We ran right into it, rejected, and sold off. Let's just see if we get the follow through. You guys know how it's been. It looks like it rejects. Then this will come up and retest 76 for some reason. Won't break out. Won't break down, won't push up. But I agree, it looks better to the downside. Keep in mind on this 15, you had these three candles, three green candles, right? And this engulfed the whole thing. So sellers are definitely present at the 7,600. That was the flag you were talking about, I'm guessing. That was like a V shape. If you guys are shorting NQ, target is 107, right? Those 107 target. ES 75.40. You could take 75.70, which was yesterday's low. TP1 would be 75.70. TP2 would be 75.40. Probably going to get a push right here. You got that new 15-minute close. 9:45. Still got to take this 80 out. If you could take the 80 out on this candle, you're most likely going to just push down. I'll probably be waiting till 10 o'clock to take a trade. Let news come out first. If you guys are still in the shorts from 7,600, you could just put your stop like right above this POC if you want, like 88 to 90 somewhere. Yeah, NQ's weak. It's just breaking down. Lower lows. ES is, you got some equal lows going right there at that 75.80. Right? So we said that could be a triple bottom, 1, 2, 3, or we're going to take it out and we're just going to make that next leg down. Those were the scenarios, right? Looks like she's breaking right here. NQ's just free falling. ES should start catching up. As long as you stay under this 80. 76. First TP would be 75.70 if you guys are still in. You guys should be eating now. 75's just hit. NQ still got another like 150 points to go. Personally, I'm waiting till 10. I'm waiting for news to drop. Retest that 80 right now. Let's see if it reclaims it or it fails it, right? Here's the retest. Right here. I'm in longs, guys. I like that 88, that 80 reclaim. My entry wasn't that great, but I'm looking to take this at least to like 95. Just build a buffer up. Put like 93. See if it could hold. We're looking for that 93 fill, right? You saw how impulsive it bounced right here. That's why I took it. It was very aggressive. The buyer stepped up right here. I'm just, we got to see if we get follow through. That's the issue. You guys in longs with me? That 80 was it. I mean, don't get out just because you caught 25 points, right? The market's giving you an opportunity to catch these longs. Take it. Just lock it in right there. I'm just building a buffer. At 93, I took it at 91. Let's see. See if it retests. I just want to be out before 10 o'clock. And this was also a fair value gap right here. This 91. Yeah, there's that retest. See if we could push back down. I like these longs, though. I like how we're holding. Yeah, but we're getting some volatility today, so just be, you know, you hit your daily goal, just size down. And just whatever your profit is, just split in half. And that's all you could give back. So, like, half your size, half your profit. If it hits, you walk away with still green. If you catch the play, you made a little more with really no risk. This is when you catch these plays, these are your buffers. You just don't want to give it all back. That's the thing. That's why I always try to do 100, $200. And then I'm like, okay, I'll risk the $100 to go BE on the day to give myself a little more breathing room. Looks like she just wants to go. They bought that hourly up right off that 80. The 15 looks decent. The hourly starting to flip. Yeah, you bottom ticked that. That's 75. That's solid. I just looked for the bounce, the 80 to the 90. That was it. Yeah, here's the pivot right here. If this fails, it's going back down. This is the indecisive. That sucks. I got out at 91. That was the probably the top. That would have been your short entry for a retest again. You take out that 80, it's probably just going to flush to that 70 and then to that 75.40. I want these longs right here so freaking bad, man. It just sucks because hourly's in freaking what, 3 minutes? This can turn into a bear flag as well, right? We don't know. It looks like she wants to go. It's pretty aggressive buying power right here. So this could turn into a flag or it could turn into a V shape back up. Maybe we could just sit in here and then break down. Or we're just going to break right out. I do like the strength holding that 80 though. They're aggressive right now. These buyers, they're not. Got 3 minutes till close. We'll base our next trade off this next hourly close. NQ are pretty close to that 107. This could have been the bottom. We'll see. Ideally, excuse me, I'd like a retest of that VWAP or a lower high. So I'd like to see some type of bounce. Either we make a lower high and then break down more, or we just reclaim VWAP and push off this, right? Kind of what I'm watching. I do like how the 80 is holding, though. We'll see how it closes, though. You know, it could get stuffed right before this hourly. About 10 seconds. They're going to go for 76. NQ's looking nice. If I can get a pullback right here. There's that 10 o'clock. Come on, give me a pullback. Give me a pullback. Come on. She's going to go for it. She's going to go for 76, guys. You guys see that delta? Look at the footprint. See this on the chart? We need a better entry though. 88 to 90. Anywhere off this POC would be ideal. Just a quick retest. There was that 93 I wanted the first time. Gave it to me this time. Yep. Got all this delta. 600, 700. It's aggressive buying. That hourly basically. Oh my God, you're a fucking man. Yeah, I mean, you could go for that 7,600 there, Vin. You're gonna test it, or you're gonna get very close. I'll tell you that. I was looking for like an 88. I couldn't get the retest off this POC. We said it. The 80 had to hold. We swept it, right? We broke down. We swept it, reclaimed, and then we ran up. But I didn't want to chase this short right here at 80 on this breakout. I didn't want to get caught on the short. You could just trail your stop, put it at like the POC or something if you want it like 90, 91. Or just put it, if you want to do BE, I don't know how many cons you got. You have a shit ton of volume at 97 though. 600 would have been ideal, or this right here if you see this. This is 98. I would have did like 96, somewhere up there. Still looks good. You just need NQ to push. Let's see what stocks are doing. Yeah, Microsoft's bear flagging. Apple just made another all-time high. They're disgusting. Amazon's flagging. Meta's bear flagging. Tesla bounced off that 384 we got. Getting a little dead cat bounce action right there. And Nvidia's at low a day. Oh yeah, this hourly's looking nice now. I just want to pull back. Just give me like a 94 at this point. '90's the best. If I can get the POC, I'd love that. If we reclaim 76, this thing's gonna start freaking opening up. Come on, you're like 95. I'm going to try it here, guys. Fill me at 98.50. Come on. She's holding. This hourly looks like she wants to run to like at least 05. Look to take it back. If we can get the continuation, we crack 05. This thing's running back to 18. I'm looking to add in if we do get a pullback. If you're still holding, Vin, over 76, it's just a clear. It's a shift. We might just start pushing, so don't just take it because you hit 76. 05, 06 would be your next target at this point, like where I'm looking to take it. If you want to front run it, do like 03, 04. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just trail your stop now. Just put your stop at like 95. Yeah, it stopped at PE. Let it do its thing. My fill was shit. See if I can get a better entry. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's why you have the. Yeah, 04 is ideal. You crack 04, then you're just running to probably 15, 18, somewhere up there. They stopped me out for BE to run. Disgusting. Wanted that 90 so bad. There's your 04, Vin. They're going to squeeze all these freaking shorts, aren't they? I wouldn't even be surprised if they run it back to the 67.30 or 76.32 at this freaking point. You broke through the 76. You just retested right here. You held. Probably going to get continuation. My entry was shit. It was like 98, 99. Tech's doing nothing still. Tesla's trying to bounce right now. I'd be cautious up here at this 04, Vin. To be honest, 04, it's not a bad look to take off a few more cons, to be honest. It's the same thing with NQ. It just like I don't know. Like it won't break VWAP. It could reject and come down. That's like what I'm looking at. Like that 04 to me, just because how NQ looks, I would probably just be taking some there. Yeah, I mean that's what I would probably do. Just take. I don't know what you have left. Your confirmations if NQ breaks that VWAP. If it breaks it, then yeah, sure. Hold it for that last TP at 75, like 15. Try to squeeze another 10 points out of it. But this is what you want. You want to see this break through. If NQ could start showing strength, ES is going to push. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, this 04 is tough. Nothing's really changing. Either you're going to break through or you're going to reject, right? Sin at 04, NQ still rejecting VWAP. You want to see 04 break and you want to see the VWAP break. That's your kind of your confirmation to the upside. So when things like that happen, I'll go to tech and I'll start seeing, okay, is tech starting to bounce? What's it doing, right? But what I don't like is tech's not really doing anything. And Nvidia's trying to push actually right here. That could bring some tech up. Tesla climbing back to BE on the day. That 384, 385 long was it. We talked about that this morning. 401 short to 385 or play the range from 384 back to 401. Yeah, you might break it right here, Vin. NQ's up. NQ's picking up right now. You're breaking that 04. You need NQ just to follow through. There it goes. NQ starting to break through. You should get a push right here, Vin. 76, 15's ideal. 76, 14, 15, anywhere up there is a nice target. So you probably squeeze out another 10 if you do get the follow through. Yep, perfect. You played that great. I never got the retest on the POC. It's so beat. Then I tried the 98, stopped out, and then it made the pop. I also felt like I was chasing at 98. Once you rejected that 604 the first time, I just took it for break even just in case it did reject the whole move. Yeah, 604, man. Jesus. The only way I could try to take longs at this point is if we get back to this like 88, 90. Yeah, I mean, you played it right. You did very well in that trade. You caught like 20 points. The 7604 is freaking a wall. Just watching Q. She's holding. Yeah, there's the squeeze. See if you can get that 15, Vin. 14, 15. That's 04 retest. NQ just can't break the WAP. Retest in 04 right now in ES. SPY hit our 754 to a T. Yeah, nah, ES is trying. NQ's look is rejecting pretty not aggressive, but it's rejecting nice right here. This what like shakes me out of the trades because it's not correlating. So then I'm like, well, NQ is not showcasing strength. That's what it did yesterday. Remember, I was like, ES, this could play out, and then I got out because NQ wasn't giving us that follow through, and then it played out. That's just how I trade, so I have to accept it. At this point, I would like to see a retest of POC, maybe this like 92. Where's this? Like 92 would be ideal. Maybe this 95 right here, we can hold. Look for an impulsive sell-off. If we can base out, I'll try longs. Bounced right off. That's 7,600, huh? Can't beat that. What were you right on the first trade? Where's Big Rome? Rome's been long since 75, like a man. It's not giving me the entry. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The 80 was it. This or that 88, that reclaim that we took. I think it was like right here somewhere. That was all we had. Well, they might go for it now. 04 is breaking. NQ still trying to break view up. I just want to see a pretty aggressive sell off fairly quick. If we could like hit 88, 90, like I'll go for it. I just can't long 98, 600 because if it gets stuffed, I'm caught at the top. The risk to reward doesn't make sense. And the hourly looks pretty nice. That's why I like the longs. I just want to see a pullback. Which I don't think it's going to give me, but we'll see. See if we break this POC. Nope. Bounced right off of it. See you, Big Vin. Nice trade. Hopefully you can get one of those payouts. Go request a payout soon. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's pushing down. Yeah, I don't think we. I think we already did the reviews. I appreciate it. It's pushing now. Damn. Here comes that 15. Yeah, if you know anyone, that'd be ideal, though. But I'll see you tomorrow, Vin. I'll probably sit here till 11. I just can't get the 98 entry. There it goes, the 15. Yep, there it goes. They finally broke it. NQ still, or yeah, NQ still can't break it. ES blew through that. Not ES, Spy's breaking that 754. I just wanted an undercut of like VWAP. I just wanted to sweep this. Why I kept waiting. I just wanted this to like break. It just wouldn't give it to me. I should just took it. Once NQ breaks VWAP, Spy ES is going to push to that 32 retest. Really missed that whole long. In from 88. Stop for BE. Sucks. I'm probably not going to take a trade for us the day. I already missed that long I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm probably not going to take anything. I'll just be sit here and tempted to do some stupid things. Hopefully you guys caught that long. But I'll see you guys tonight for Asian session.